And we're back. Alright guys, this is the final mission of the 31st Panthera campaign. I am happy to have it start coming to an end. We're going to be working on some new stuff. I think we've been literally on this campaign with these guys since the beginning of 2025, and we are 8 months in, 14 missions down. I am excited to wrap it up. I haven't looked at their poll results yet to see what else we have to do, but there is so much we have to get done. So I'm going to be putting some garrisons down and readying everything to go. I got a massive amount of garrisons all around, stretched out across multiple different buildings. I don't have anything garrisoned in this final area here, because by then I was worried it would be too much, but, you know, c'est la vie. So, this will be our second stream for today. We got one more stream after this, but it's not going to be till, like, late tonight. In the interim, I'm going to be working on household chores, wedding stuff, and trying to get some missions out for tomorrow. I'm going to shoot for one mission. Probably won't get to my second mission, but we'll see. Just depends what I can do, but might be able to sneak a horror mission in, we'll see. Thinking of 2 other missions to do, but might not have the player base for it since I'll be announcing it so late, so instead we'll just switch to a horror one instead. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but after this, I gotta be prepping for the final stream tonight at 9 o'clock, because that's when they want me over. I could probably still be doing stuff, though, but yeah, that gives me about a 5-hour chunk of change between 5 and 9, 5 and 9:30-esque, so 4.5 hours, factor in dinner, factor in chores. Gives me a few hours to at least make one mission file, and then we'll get the other one done. Yeah, I don't have to sleep tonight. Sleep is for the week. Anyway, how y'all doing? It's 31st Steel Legion Ops, so naturally I try to aim for about 1,000 KIA in a scenario here. I'll be quick to send in a bunch of QRF. I'll prep some stuff on this position here. Where's that really obnoxious plane that, like, always murders the absolute shit out of them? Yeah, there's so many fun things to utilize today, that's for damn sure. I'll put him over here so the hill kind of covers him so he doesn't spawn camp anything, but no. Where is that obnoxious... I'm pretty sure it counts as a plane. That giant bomber. Let me try helicopter. No, it's a plane. Oh, why am I blanking on him? Is it strike? It's not Strike Fighter. No, and then that's... Yeah, no. That's all vanilla. We're not going to throw frickin' Zyans at them and all that crazy shit. I do have a fleet of these to always send because they make me laugh. Damn it! What was the name? Unless it's not under plane and it's under something obnoxious. We have the Death Wheel, we got the Demons, we got the Stock Tanks and the Stubble Guns and all that fun stuff. I'd be struggling. Waiting. Speaking of struggling, that thing was struggling with the physics. Put that in the back. Currently working on modifying an L4D2 SVCH SVK model into a battle rifle. I actually do not recognize that terminology, like those specific acronyms. Yeah, I actually don't know what gun that is.
Please
cool.
Make sure you're keeping the runways clear. Birds need to take off.
Alright, otherwise players are starting to deploy. Left 4 Dead? Gotcha. Fun fact, I never played Left 4 Dead. And people like to crucify me for that one. Alright, they got planes taken off. We got the bridge over here to utilize. SVD. Yeah, so I figured it was like something SVD-esque or SKS-esque based off of how you said it, but yeah, that's fair. Damn, I don't recall what that frickin' Death Bomber was. It might also... Wait, no, Chaos Warfleet. There it is. There it is. It's under Flyer. Ha! Ha ha ha!
Awaiting orders.
Modified version of the OC, gotcha. Alright, so we're immediately trying to pin down some of their aircraft that are flying recon. They've got a big chunk of their force already starting to cross. They're leading with the tanks before the infantry carriers move through. Looks like we're gonna have 2 Valkyries in the air. Nope, that is a Vulture. And then we got a Valkyrie for reinserts. Alright. Basically, they have a cast plane, they have an attack helicopter, and they have a transport helicopter if we really want to be... put it to American terminology, but I guess modern day warfare technology, or terminology. Blah, English. Sorry, have you ever had your brain going like 20 miles a minute, but your processing ability for your brain is like 2 miles a minute? That's what I'm kind of feeling right now. Well, the Death Wheel's freaking the heck out. Come back here, I just want to hit you with my laser. Well, that hit the tree. I think he's just doing some reconnaissance to see where he gets shot at from my Hydra batteries and whatnot. Doing that, though, is going to make all my AI go to defend only, which is a bit of a drag, but that's okay. I can just take them off of it. And they got their infantry across. Fair, VGR, fair. And I apologize for my cough in advance. I was sick earlier in the week, and my body's still getting over that, so I'm trying not to make it
Eagle
annoying.
Wing air reconnaissance shows that the bridge should not be heavily defended, so we shouldn't have too much trouble.
Yeah, they already
crossing it.
cleared the bridge, and I mean, it's all the way up to
Lancer, you're
there.
clear.
So if we
You
were to look at
start
the
leading us
macro, because this is
forward
where they got to
now.
last time, so it just leaves
Copy
this here. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try to make this last 90 minutes at a minimum, maximum 2 hours, but since this is a finale, this is over when it's over. So if they just blitz through 3/4 of it, and I look at the clock and it's only been an hour, then we're done. You know, like, we're done when they kill the final guy, but I'll make this at least go for 1,000 kills, and wherever we are at that point, not much I can do. I, once in a blue moon, will get complaints on finales, which is why I do my best to structure the ops so there's enough to do, but, I mean, if the player base, like, absolutely blitzes me, then, you know, as a, even, like, as a DM or as a, you know, a host for something, if people get through something too quickly, there isn't really much you can do. Look at this skirty and little... God, I love that thing. It's so funny. But yeah, it is what it is. I think he was taking return fire. Yeah, he lost 1/4 of his health there. Whew. Let's get some blood pacts stuff involved. That's going to be...
Ready. Roger.
I just want to get control of the ridges here.
On the way. Waiting. Copy. Roger.
A little bit of framiness. Ah, because he got shot down. Bubbles is going to drown, but that air wing is still there, so I guess he got knocked out of it. I'm just gonna cook it off because the damage texture for it's kind of weird. Hey, Mr. Tank, you gonna shoot them? No? Okay. I just thought I'd ask, because, you know... Oh, they're on defend only, that's why. Whatever.
On the way.
Yeah, this entire forward element should be now lighting that tank up, but...
On the way. Solid copy. On the way.
It is what it is.
On the way.
This is found you the high comp.
Send for high comp?
Can I get some assistance? I may be a bit stuck.
Okay. It's behind you.
Thank you, high comp. Found you out.
No problem, buddy.
Awaiting orders.
Happens to the best of us.
Ready for orders. Understood.
I'm gonna try to funnel in some militia,
Copy that.
and then they can be covered by the teams that are taking the hilltops there. I like to delete the armor quickly after it gets blown away, because otherwise, you know, the particle effects can be a bit annoying to deal with. But we are on 10 infantry kills for 2 deaths. Not the best ratio to start with, but I'm sure they will improve.
On the way.
What I potentially need to do is funnel in some AT teams, but first I am going to send these adorable forces over because
Roger.
I find them hilarious. Alright, let's see. If we wanted to do AT, the best way to do that would be going to specialized squads, grab some anti-tank teams, and just commit them.
On the way. Understood. Ready. On the way. Roger. Waiting. Copy that. Roger.
I'm assuming that was a mispain. I'm going to toggle their pathing off because they're kind of being attacked from different areas here. See, some of the buildings are nice because they actually will path out of them properly. Other times they'll just jump out the window and I go, oh, okay. Yeah, they're taking fire from the rear right here. I want to keep the unit, yeah, like that. They'll do that. They'll just, yeah. Anyway. Hey, Progent, how you doing? But VGR, good luck on that build, by the way. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because it's been busy. Have I decided what the next campaign's going to be? No, I gave them a poll like 2 weeks ago. I haven't looked at the results yet. I am going to after this mission, though. Bro, not my left track, please. I need that. Oh, the gunner got out, you...
Local fact, there is an enemy wheel there.
Well, that thing got kind of jibbed. Oh well. Speaking of jibbing, he got shot though. Oh God. Okay, that. Okay. It's always fun to shoot these things down, and then they like hit players, and you're like, oh no. Suddenly my aircraft is now a missile. And of course, I want to keep bodies for them because they harvest the Narcium, which is a medical item they utilize. Someone's dead in debug. But yeah, no, if they end up in the ocean, I can just delete that immediately. But yeah, these fly around, they're annoying. It gives air something easy to dogfight. It keeps air distracted so I can send a shit ton of infantry down and harass the rest of the force. Zemio found the ocean. Nice. It's not how I would have done it, but, you know, it's the ocean. Now, what can I counterattack with on the side? Night Lords. Don't mind me, I'm just being evil.
Standing by. On the way.
I think 2 squads of Space Marines should be good enough for a flanking action. At least I would hope, but, you know. Alright, what are we at? We're at the 15-minute mark. They've put their toe in the first AO.
Lancer, this is a VODS. This is Lancer. Has that wheel been taken out yet?
Should be down already.
Copy that.
But yeah, we'll see how the next campaign for the 31st goes. We have something to do on the 30th for the 700th. It's orc related. I just need to work on it. But there's about like 30 or so mission files I need to make over the next 2 weeks. I still don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. This is the harvesting. Kill-wise, we're at 100, so 10% of the quota. Timing-wise, that's pretty good. What do I want to do? I'm thinking we'll send maybe 2 or 3 squads of militia into that town to help with defensive purposes.
Ready. Standing by.
We'll do it in the form of teams.
Lancer to Overlord message. This is Everlord, go ahead, Lancer.
Waiting.
Do you want us to proceed over the bridge in the new zones or stay here for now? Yeah, just get across the bridge to secure it. Copy that.
Waiting.
From our position, we're seeing a lot of infantry contacts over there.
Waiting. On the way.
We'll try to set up a bottleneck. And then I think we can do some vehicle-based QRF. Maybe have a platoon of... Nah, we'll do sections. A section of APCs.
Waiting.
So a section is usually 2.
Awaiting orders. On the way.
And then a section of Russes.
Ready for orders. Ready. On the way.
Delete a few of the bodies behind them. Surprised only those 2 engaged and not the rest of the squad. That was a bit weird. Ah, they're going after that. I got plenty of defensive AAA around, but not sure if it'll be enough.
Hammer 1-2, this is Overlord.
This is 1-2, go ahead.
What's the situation?
We're moving up to our... Oh, we've just encountered Space Marines.
Copy that, do you need some support, over?
I wouldn't say no, I only have one medic, so...
Alright, most of my QRF trying to head into town has been engaged.
Transfer to icon message.
Send.
One of my men crashed and they might need a teleport back to the front line. His name is Alboris
Oh, God.
and needs to be
Sorry about that.
teleported to Lancer 1-1.
Roger, stand by.
Bastion, this is Overlord message.
Overlord is Bastion message.
Could you give 1-2 a hand to the space?
Roger, be out in a second.
Air might have slowed the movement of this group down. Yeah, they went to defend only because of that. Now I have them on the move, though. Now, if I want to be really mean, I could probably RC one of these AT guys. Maybe after the second or third AT guy, I could actually shoot that thing down, but... I've been told that that can be a little mean.
Bastion, this is Overlord message. Overlord needs to repair our marker. Overlord Chimera. It's somewhere near the marker.
Looks like some of these teams are choosing the waterway, but most are just outright pulling back. What am I at? Nearly 200. I'm gonna delete a few more of the bodies on the interior. Usually after the player base has gone by, I'll try to remove a majority of the bodies, because that means they're done with them, essentially. I'm gonna break apart these two guys and have them start pathing out. If they fall out, whatever. But it's because they're still tied to a building garrison over there. I've noticed the building garrisons also don't always engage, but I think that's partially because if air does a flyover first, it'll set them to defend only, and even if I take them off of defend only, they'll still follow that. Oh, my nose is stuffed. All right, 1 second. I always hate that week after you're sick and your body still treats you like you're sick. God damn. Because I want to try my best to give you guys all the fun angles and do my job, but unfortunately, biology, geez, doesn't always work with me. Well, they exposed their engine to plasma, and plasma just tore them apart, so that's unfortunate. All right, what'll be our next battle line? He went to defend only because of the air asset, so I guess he's here now. That's fine. We got all the heavy bolters now acting as AAA to ward that guy off, because if the air asset stays over that position for too long, the heavy bolters will eventually chew through the Valkyrie or Vulture, whatever that platform is. With efficiency. Damn. Armor, if they're too far ahead, I will just outright boop them, because it's fun to outright boop them. What I could do for another attack wave, I think the best thing to do would probably be a cultist squad rallying a bunch of militia to fight for their god, blah, blah, blah. Not gonna be like a full platoon.
Hammer 1-1, this is Overlord message.
And that'll be our next block of QRF coming in. I'd say for numbers, by the way, I technically have infinite for this campaign. It's a matter of, you know, just making sure we get to a certain amount of KIAs. But I'm also not just Well, in some ops, I'm not just
Hello,
outright
Camo
spam. In other
1-1,
ops, I
this
outright
is
spam.
Overlord, man.
Because I just want to see how far we can make this number go up. And I think the record was like nearly 3,000.
So send message.
Hammer 1-1, as soon as you finish sweeping your zone, please proceed across the bridge to your south and reinforce Lance's position. Over.
Copy.
But I got plenty of ground to utilize for the push-up here, so we'll just continue to make that work. I'm going to end key this just to see if it'll respawn, which it didn't respond to my end key. That's a little weird. We'll just drag its health down to 0. I am then going to reset its positioning, because sometimes when you make it turn after it respawns, what it'll do sometimes is the server will desync, and then when it respawns, it doesn't reset its position. Before it respawns, it does it after. What just happened to you? Weird. So when it respawns, it's still partially wedged into the ground. It'll just blow itself up again, and sometimes it'll blow up everything else around it. And it's like, oh, okay, that's not what I wanted you to do, but cool, whatever. It is what it is. I think when they begin their next push, I'll probably up and out one of these Valks to provide cover fire. Price chaos here, right? And I'm trying to think. Let's get some...
Overlord, this is Hammer 1-2. We're moving up to support Lancer.
Okay, at least it respawned.
I acknowledge 1-2.
I'm going to get some of these guys out to basically just cover the entryway to this position. I do also have this over here. We could do this, and so they don't, you know, go out into a wedge into the water. I'll set them to a diamond, and we can set them up like that. We could probably call in some more vehicle support at this point. Let's get just a full platoon of battle cannons. Try to have those interdict their flank. Alright, everything else back here we're going to remove, as long as it's not one of their vehicles, which there was one back there, but looks like they went back and picked it up.
This is Foundry.
We need a repair on our location.
Roger that. Foundry being patrolling.
Nothing bad ever happens when you invite a Chaos God into anything. No. Never. God, why would that be such a bad idea? Alright, we're going to send this over. I'm just going to set to Seek and Destroy. We'll probably have some long-range missiles hit any exposed armor up here. So that assault wave's getting caught. These guys are actually pulling back, but... Oh, he just desynced on me. That was above him.
This is Foundry.
Oh, he's... well... everything I touch seems to die at the moment, so...
Finish clearing out those buildings. You're clear to mount up the top.
Oh,
leading
ha!
south behind that.
Okay. Ow.
Overlord is currently giving suppressive fire on some infantry contacts up the road.
That's gonna land short. Oh, I took out a building with that. That's cute. It's like, yeah, have fun with your iron sight. That literally made it 5 meters, and you got fucking airstruck. All right, well, that is unfortunate for me. I guess we start setting up the next line of defenders here. I can send up another group of QRF. The fire teams all have an AT launcher per 4, so that's 4 AT launchers there. That should help stall. He took fire. Oh, there's a lot of drop on that. That, yep. He has no idea where he's being smacked from. I'm out of rockets. And my infantry are retreating. Well. Looks like Bubbles got hit. The Chimera finally came out around here. I got the battle cannons moving. They're flanking this force. That's going to give me time to set up defenses. All right, let's get some general infantry out here. We can go heavier on the heretic stuff because this is our final bastion. So technically, like, all of the remaining reserve forces should still be alive and, you know, trying to hold. Oh, so that group got wiped. Not gonna be our next line. We're at 322. The reason I don't use that number is because that is the total and it counts assets as higher. So about a little under 33% of the quota. But they are spearheading. Well, I got some tanks on the side flanking them, so that's not bad. And I got the player base kind of stuck on the previous position here at the moment, which is not a bad thing.
This is 1-1 Foundry. Message.
Foundry, go for it.
Throw everything in the kitchen sink. Again, this is a finale op, so I have to be, like, if there was any op to properly pace in the campaign, it would be this one. Because if I throw everything I have,
Repeat,
and they
this
get
is
it done
Foundry,
in
go
30
for 1-1.
minutes, that's it. GG, we're done.
Our Chimera is down.
If
on
I'm too
Hammer
slow,
1,
though, then we end up dragging this op too long, and then we're forced to run, you know, the final part, which is only going to take 30 minutes. I think Marius forgot to pull up. Because that was the ground. Damn, even the engine's still going. So at a glance, what would I want to be? I'd want to be at like 400 by the time they start entering this area. Through this, we probably want to be up to 500 on that final zone. And then the airfield and everything over here, that leaves the other half of the 500. Which at that point, we could definitely get into like a spamming thing. I have a fun idea, though. We can literally set up a bunch of battle cannons on the edge of those positions.
Awaiting orders. Ready for orders. On the way.
I can manually drive them up. Past this bridge, I'd want to be more closer to 600, though, because what we have left is... Well, no, we've got 2 major cities. It's just going to be hard for me to get spawns in at that point. 500 to 600, that's what I want to be right there. And then we can just, you know, garrison the hell out of this. We can have like 2 or 3 squads of Space Marines. That should be fine. I'll throw another Valk at him.
Trying to isolate to keep moving forward.
So I think this APC, I can't tell if it's a recon APC. No, it's a recon APC, because there's no infantry load in there as far as I can see. My Valk tried to line up on it, but couldn't get an angle. That's unfortunate. Send for HICOM.
Can I get Round Guardsman Gorb teleport to my position, please?
Say again, who?
Gorb. G-O-R-B.
Eyes on, Roger. I'm looking back at the base. I didn't even realize I made the fob, and I'm like, where is he?
Are you being suppressed then, or what's the hold-up?
Ooh, that was a good hit.
We had some issue with long-range armor lines all around the lake here, but we are now mobile.
Try and use the hills to the south side of this little strait to give you some cover, over.
Copy.
Infantry, as soon as you're able, follow up behind the tanks as well.
Alright, get some additional infantry on the front line. Oh yeah, number-wise, we're not going to have a problem hitting 500 at that. We're good. Just going to remove all those vehicles from play. I don't really like the particle assets chewing up my frames, you know?
Lancer, enemy Lehman directly ahead of you.
That went right by his tail. When you RC a unit, it puts you in the commander view, which is, it orders the driver what to do. But there is a bit of a delay in the orders by about a second compared to actually just setting yourself to the driver's seat manually. which can make driving the vehicle, especially if you want to put it in a tight spot, a little too difficult to do. So I just manually switch to the driver's seat. Oh, damn, 3 people just exploded. Oh, well, I already lost one of those vehicles. I mean, the 3 of them were up here. Did they... No, that's a Humvee. Oh, whoops. I don't know. They died. But now they're starting to clear, so we need to spawn in the second wave.
Hello, JTAC. This is Bastion. Can I request 3 times pickup from current Bob?
Copy, we'll pass on.
Trying to send a heavy infantry counterattack flank force on the side. And I'm going to reinforce them with something on the heavy side.
1-1 message.
This is 1-2, go ahead.
We have 12 down here. Our medic's sending it back to you shortly.
Oh, that's even better. They blow up the territory when they get destroyed, so it'll just fall.
Overlord, this is Bastion message.
Overlord is their ground command call sign. I'm going to delete that group of infantry because it's just marauding around at this point. Excuse me. Oh, well, that one's smoking too.
Bastion,
Could you ask JTAC to request 3 times pickup from most recent Bob?
This is Honor Guard. The request has been sent forward. I can ask him to send it again if you'd like.
Yeah, brother, thank you.
This is Boundary to Bastion. It looks like your Marius is coming in with your vehicle right now.
Thank you.
Timing-wise, we're at 45 minutes. They've cleared the lower arm. I'd say they've done about a third to half of the AO, so we're making good progress for what I wanted. Did they just melt-a-gun themselves? That looked like a melt-a-gun doing melt-a-gun things. Wow, that knocked the crew out. And we have an Inquisitor burning heretics. What else is new? Alright.
Boundary, this is Overlord message.
This is Boundary, go for it.
Overlord needs a repair break on Mark Overlord Chimera, over.
Roger that, Boundary en route.
I think we're going to set up a few more militia patrols from one edge of the town to the other, and then we'll... Oh. Yeah, whatever. And then that'll be that. Next reinforcing wave. Where's my elite infantry? Because now we're going to go heavy. Excuse me. Ping.
Standing by. On the way. Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
Set up some militia that I just ordered to guard that position. We can remove that. Most of the bodies back here we can also remove. And that sets up our next wave. I think based off of what we're spawning, what we're killing, we'll probably see closer to 700, well, with the remaining right here. 650, 700 S, depending on what the airstrikes do. I think Bubbles flew in front of this and got immediately retorted. Because this thing is, like, super unkillable. When they get close to it, I'm just going to literally take it off and fly it away. It's not really going to do much. It's just the tactical repositioning of assets. There is no retreat.
That's a way to use a bayonet.
Did you just stab both of them at the same time with the bayonet? That's kind of funny.
Whatever, dude. I'm
This is handy.
Part of that town's clear. We got the other half. Got a few more bodies. Ah, yeah, because they're airstriking. Bro hit the wall again. Let's see, this ICOM send message.
My vehicle hasn't been consumed by the warp. Can you make it get consumed by the warp, please?
Which vehicle where?
Valkyrie autocannon. I blew up in it and it didn't blow up with me.
I don't have it on my roster anywhere. It might not have just respawned because server, you know, bugging out or whatnot. Give me a second.
There you
go. Excuse me. Was it blast cannon or multi-laser?
It was the autocannon one, but I think you can no longer see it in the Zeus menu, can you?
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's bugged out. Alright, I'll spawn it in via the thing.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna go give that tank a hug with my rocket launcher. Don't you dare hold fire, you cowards! Cowards, all of you. That's funny. I was expecting the boom to come out of my launcher, not the boom to be my launcher. By the way, in an actual, like, if this was my one character, I would not be sprinting this far with this AT launcher. I would have my gun out. Because that just leaves you open and you're going to get murdered. But this is an AI clanker, so I really don't care. I think you went into melee mode or something. What have you done? Revy, you became a submarine! Interesting. Alright, let's send in the blood-packed infantry here. This is like 60 or so guys. Send in some marksman pairs as well. I don't know why you guys went into the ocean, but they...
Lancer to icon
having-
message.
My LR broke. This is ICOM, send message.
Lancer 1-2 Limans got stuck between buildings. If you could take them out, please.
Eyes on standby. It's been done.
This is Foundry to Bastion.
How you doing, hot dog? Do I have a final boss? Not really for this one. How do I say this? All of the funny things I've done, like I was debating making a giant box, like the dropship, but throughout this campaign, I have used practically everything. What I do have in mind is if we don't hit the 2 hours, I can do like a mini demon invasion and just spam boomers and smashers at them. But at this point, I think I'm just trying to wrap this one up. Usually for campaigns, I do have some sort of boss, but we went through so much stuff in this campaign that, like, I don't have anything that could potentially be unique. Because we already took their giant, like, Hainer landing ship, and I put, like, 2 freaking, whatchamacallits, Bane Blades on them, and I just went to town. But what I've also been told in the past by the 31st is they don't always appreciate the insanity I build, so I try to tone it down.
Foundry, this is Bastion. Do you try and contact?
Damn, okay. But yeah, this is like command and control for me back here, so once that falls, I mean, I guess we just spam and send in mass. Rest of this is probably just going to be held by militia, and then I think I will counterattack with, like, you know, 2 or 3 more squads of tactical space marines, but at that point, it's all over. Yeah, we're at 650, so that's what I figured we'd be at, getting to the bridge based off of the numbers. That's so funny that he somehow launched the Trojan into the lake. Rick the door technician. It rings a bell, but I don't get the reference at the moment, but that's also because my head's going a mile a minute, so. Woe unto me. I could probably use this to do a few strikes with it, but this thing is also, like, brokenly OP, so.
As soon as you've finished your sweeps, begin mounting up and crossing that bridge. And we're going to push to the next objective. Rough advance orders when the have been marked on map.
No, don't chase it, broski. If you chase it, I will turn around and I will hurt you. Well, yeah, I would take something like that, and I'd put like a shit ton of autocannons on it for funsies, but when I do that, Air complains because I apparently bully them too hard.
Lancer to Overlord.
This, though, I mean, they only
Got
bombed it
Lancer.
once, and they assumed it was
got
done,
orbital
but
cannons aiming at ground here, so watch out proceeding further.
Acknowledge, I'll get handful.
and like that, he's no longer allowed to exist. Okay. Alright. That was mean of me, but he made that way too tempting. He made that way too tempting. Just look up. Boop. Okay, we're good.
Standing by. Awaiting orders. Welcome. Solid copy.
Tactical. There we go. You know, chat, I got a question for you. Let me get this third squad in. That'll be the final one I send in. I got the infantry going as well. But while I do deletion duty here, chat, I got 3 options for dinner tonight. I can either cut up an eggplant and oven roast it. I got a crooked neck squash to cut up and oven roast, or I can make myself a caprese salad with tomatoes from my garden. So what should I do? Squash, eggplant, or the caprese salad? Simply because I'm spoiled for choice, but my parents have me on a strict diet right now because my wedding's in a month and they want me to slim down. Yes, Broadshort, you have to give me an option, though. You can't just say yes. It's from Star Wars. And he had boss HP even though he was the regular trooper. It was with a cutscene and everything. See, when you said that, I was thinking of the SNL skit where they had Kylo Ren pretend to be a normal guy, but everyone knew it was Kylo Ren. I don't know why I thought that. Third option, the caprese. Fair. I haven't had a caprese in a while, so that might be good. Slices of tomato, some mozzarella pearls. Because I only have small tomatoes. No, well, I might have big ones. We'll see. I just don't have big mozzarella slices. I got small ones, though, so. Fair enough, Broadshore. Fair enough.
Boundary 1-1 message.
This is Boundy. Go for 1-1.
1-1 down
Excuse
just
me.
ahead of Lancers.
Ah, they blew up my orbital cannon. Caprese salad it is. 31st is the community I'm currently hosting for. If you're interested in them, feel free to jump into their Discord. They run operations every weekend. I think they also do other stuff as well. I host for them on average twice a month. Sometimes 3 times, sometimes once. It just depends on the schedule. But we'll be doing a new campaign with them starting next month. I just need to look at the polls that I put in and see what they voted on. I'm thinking something maybe like a 1-off or 2-off that are a little horror-esque, and then, you know, build something grand, but we'll see. But Puma, thank you for jumping in. I got a few more rifle squads I can put in pacing-wise, we're 1 hour away from the hour mark, so this is definitely going to be a hour and a half ordeal. But yeah, 1 hour in, we're probably around 750 in terms of infantry kills. Yeah, a little higher than that, so yeah, we'll have no problem hitting quota, which is 1,000 infantry kills and up. I'm just a little worried about the timing, but we can stretch out these last 2 major towns to be half an hour. Especially this one. This one's pretty big. Well, here's the thing. The player base have a few weapons at their disposal that are automatic insta-kills. So even if I were to have a scripted unit with higher health, because there's codes I can literally just do this. I can then execute code or whatever. That's, I think, the YouTube link to my current music playlist, but if you can even hear it over all the gunfire, but I digress. Even if I were to either edit the health via scripting of a unit, or if I were to just double-click the unit and check off damage, they have... It's the one weapon that I've shown you that it creates a pool of ash underneath. That is a scripted insta-kill. So they would just one-tap it with that, and there's not really anything I can do. Which is why I don't generally do infantry final bosses unless it's for a group of people where I know they don't have any of those insta-kills. But even then, what I've found that players tend to do is if they find a unit with a large amount of HP, they'll get into the most armored vehicle they can and just spam run it over because it forces the unit to a ragdoll animation. Which is why I tend to do vehicles instead of infantry for final boss type units. But if I were to send a regular guy in there with a shit ton of HP, first off, they would just call up and say he's bugged without even realizing it's you know, a final boss. But even then, it would just be insta-killed. Usually for stuff like that, you gotta let the command structure know ahead of time. So they know, you know, if they get reports of, oh, this thing is bugged out or it's not dying, they'll go, yeah, okay, it can die. This is something that was talked about beforehand. But if you just throw it right at them, they're not gonna know, and they're just gonna assume it's a bugged unit, you know?
Team 6.
It is what it is.
How it going?
Corn, thanks for the 57-month resub, buddy. Hope you keep enjoying the operation. So get a nice kick out of this scenario. War games for what, Jared? But things are going fine, Corn. Do I have any technicals? No. The best I could do is like stock tanks or Tauruses. The issue is I'm kind of out of room to... Well, no, it's not. It's not technically a correct statement. That might technically be a guardsman thing, but it's fine. Well, no, so the insta-killing weapons that the player base have are on the infantry level. I think the commissars have them, as well as some other high-ranking infantry. If I were to do a final loss for these guys again, it would be a vehicle-based item, but I've already done so many this campaign that, like, nothing I have would be grandiose. The previous campaign, when we were doing orcs, I didn't have a final boss. I just had some really funky, like, custom comps. And then the one before that, which was Tau, I literally, like, had a Tau dropship with a shit ton of weaponry on it, and it died within 30 seconds. Because flying vehicle based bosses are very difficult to balance health-wise. No shitty fast Vic. I mean, it would technically be this. The issue about techies is they will go immediately to defend only, which is this symbol, instead of staying on that, because air is doing low passes, and technicals are pre-programmed to basically fear aircraft. I think the Taurixes here also did it, yeah. So it's kind of pointless for me to mass spam light vehicles, because they're just going to stop. And then they won't even fire if they see the enemy. They'll only fire if they get fired at, but usually that first shot or salvo kills the vehicle outright. So it's a bit of a waste of my resources, at least on the server, to spam them, which is why I'm more heavy on infantry for this group.
Hammer 1-1.
No problem, VGR. Hope your SVD build goes well.
Lancer 1-1.
Receiving.
What do you see ahead of you?
Alright, my little command and control tower's down, so now it's just gonna be utter chaos.
I had
Air got shot down again.
enemy Astartes coming out of the town.
I don't have any more Astartes though, so...
guarding it, some infantry, but not much else. Lots of buildings.
Copy. Safe enough to move forward,
No. As fun as that would be,
Yeah, we're mobile.
probably shouldn't
Ammo
send some of the
1-2,
most overpowered bullshit to fight them. Especially since those are loyalist troops. Not that that stopped the Imperium in the past lore-wise, but there's no reason to purge the unit. Not yet.
Hammer 1-2. This is Overlord.
This is Hammer 1-2, go ahead.
Is Hammer 1-2 ready to move forward? Yeah. Over.
Yes, if I remount everyone, we're good to go.
Copy that. Would you like to remount everyone?
Alright, we're at 106. I think timing-wise, we should be able to stall out the fighting in these large towns, but with that, the campaign's over. Solid end to a long campaign that took 8 months. I'm happy with it.
Message.
Overlord, go ahead. 1-1.
We're back up and ready to move out. We had some casualties.
Broadshore, what do you mean by cash-in? I let Dream buy a few BMPs because he got mad that he died, but I didn't, like, do any serious pay-for-pain. If I did, you would have all gotten wiped. But then again, you died in that op too, so... But yeah, no, Mr. Seeker was asking me if there was any pay-for-pain he could do, and I told him, no, wait till Thursday when we're doing the POG stuff. Because otherwise he probably would have spawned a 500 unit M23 death stack, and it would have struggled to cross the damn ocean, the river, but... Alright, we're going to pull this unit over, walk him in on foot, but they're starting to cross in. I'm going to end key that to see if it respawns, and they're setting things up over here. Delete the stuff on the rear. Now they're making a push into this town. We'll send some stuff over here to counter that armor push. Mainly because each one of those fire teams has an AT launcher, and sometimes they use them, sometimes they don't. Can't really control that, but... We'll probably see 20 or so minutes of them blitzing the final areas, and I'll set up patrols around what we still have, and yeah, we'll wrap this up. Overall, I'm happy with how this campaign went. It went a lot longer than I thought, but at the same time, for entire maps where we completely, like, changed the entire AO, good enough for me. Purge them. Yeah, so we can see some of the tanks getting intercepted by some of those AT teams. And we're 60 away from quota. We have much more than 60 units spawned right now, so we're probably going to be ending up around 1,400, 1,500 enemies killed. And that'll wrap up the op. Final stream tonight is not going to be for another 6 hours from right now. That's going to be a Stillwater security solution scenario. I will be on the ground. We're going to be trying to capture a warlord. The unique thing, though, is our logistics base got hit last mission, so we will not have any resupply. I'm going to have to go back and look on that VOD to see how much I have left of my supplies. And then I'll have to build a kit to reflect that tonight. Here, I think what I can do is, on my phone, real quick, I can actually look in their Discord, and I can tell you guys what they want to see for their next set of missions. So if I open them up... and I scroll back enough, I think I posted in the barracks. What was the date 2 weeks ago? That would be the 9th, right? Ah, the Ogren's in debug mode. Okay, poll results are a homebrewed rebellious PDF won, and second place was Tau. Orc got no vote. No, Orc got 1 vote. Chaos got no votes. That's funny. So it's going to be a homebrewed rebellious planetary defense force faction and Tau. And they wanted a desert / suburban / urban map. And they want to suffer, which means I can do more than 2 factions. But they only really voted, so that means there's going to be an orc thing too. Okay. So right off the bat, that means they're going to basically arrive on a planet that's fighting Tau, but the Tau are being fought off. And then halfway through the campaign, an orc meteor is going to hit somewhere. That would be better. Yeah, I'd have to make multiple factions of this rebellious PDF. So it would be some of the Planetary Defense Forces loyal, and they allowed for the 31st Steel Legion to come in and assist. Some of it is working with the Tau, and then some of it is just working on its own. Maybe it's Chaos influence, maybe it just wants to keep its independence. And then we'll have the Tau in, and then we might also have an Orc threat in. That'll do. Also, we are past quota. Alright. I am now going to go into my Discord and write a note of that for Workstation. I have a custom channel in my Discord that only patrons can see. It's my own little private channel where I put everything related to my operational ideas and campaigns down in. So, next 31st campaign, comma.
Once we finish clearing out this area,
PDF group splintered into 3 sections, comma, loyalists, comma, rebels, comma, and Tau sympathizers, period. Include Tau as a landing force, comma, and then throw orcs in halfway through.
Bastion, this is Overlord message.
Cool.
Overlord is Bastion's a message.
Seagull has landed.
Yeah, because I want everyone to be able to see that channel, because that also usually has stuff that
Roger, on the web.
that people will definitely use to metagame if I were to make that stuff public, so. a lot of the patron stuff is just showing off inner workings and then allowing people to also, you know, build their own things. All right, we're at 114. I'm going to fortify the rest of this town with a bunch of patrols, and I guess we'll just wrap up early. I like the support squad because I think they have a flamethrower. I'm going to be really mad if I'm wrong, because then it's the assault squad that has the flamethrower. It is the assault squad that has the flamethrower. Damn. I've gotten that backwards for a while. Well, majority of that is oofed. They got tired of corpse starch, yeah, right?
Hello, Lancer. This is Overlord message.
Receiving.
Eagle Wing reports that there's a large number of holds down leaving Russers in the next area. Over.
I'm gonna troll Bobby.
Copy.
Hi, Bobby. You're gonna get a hug. You just hear Bobby go, no! Bobby has a very unique personality. That's... Oh, I literally flew off into the sunset. Goddamn. Wait, no. Bobby is Bobby. If you know Bobby, you know Bobby. If you don't know Bobby, don't worry about it. That's the best I can say about Bobby. Bobby is unique. Funny enough, I would actually... If anyone's watched Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the actual character in that show named Bobby, I would closely tie those two together. Just the random insanity. Just want to make sure the RC doesn't break my units, but he did the death look down, where he's still alive, but he's like animation glitched. Oh, okay, air is funny enough bombing the wrong areas. That's one of their Trojans. What'd I say, 1,400? That might be inaccurate. What I could do to bump that up, though... So we got time. We're at 119, so... Just layer a bunch of squads, because this is all
Lancer,
technically
you could
till
start leaving
Bob
us
4, so...
Copy. All call signs, move out.
That should be good. was about to say, I hope that's not an air asset blowing itself. It's an air asset that just blew itself. Okay, great. Guys, I think that's the third aircraft that's hit the ground. So you're telling me the ground has been more effective at air defense than my actual air defense? Yeah, seems legit. Seems legit. Right? Gravity seems to always be the better air defender. Weird how that works. Oh yeah, see how these guys are immediately freaking out because of that asset?
Foundry, this is Hammer 1-2.
This is Foundry, go for it.
I feel a little bad for Bubbles
We
there.
need a repair again. Bitch.
Watch that, Foundry, move. Also, Foundry 2 Bastion. I think both Wyvern and Eagle have went down on the same hill.
Roger. Eagle appears to be moving around. You get a message through to them. See if either of them are up or down.
Wait, one.
I say I feel bad, but then I proceed to,
Yep, this is Foundry the Bastion. Yes, they need assistance.
Roger, sending one to them now.
Foundry, this is Overlord damage.
I hope you like demons.
This is Foundry, go for it.
We need to repair a market Overlord camera.
Watch that, Foundry, move.
Right?
Oh, they're getting closer. Get. He's trying to friendly wiggle. I think we need more. Right.
Foundry the Overlord if vehicles went dead.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, bye, Bubbles! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god! I think they killed it, but damn, that was entertaining. So I wonder if the earthquake thing is tied to the. Well, hell, hold on. Let's test it real quick. So if we were to put. No, don't rock me. Or if we were to do the big one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. It might, if they're getting the earthquake thing, then, I don't know. Because it looks like it slightly shakes the ground, but I'll report that up. Why are we running?
Get me.
Did you pin me to get me, or because you're trying to get Zeus?
I don't even have Zeus at the moment. I didn't know what happened. There was a plane here and it's gone.
What plane?
It was my Valkyrie, but you can't spawn that.
Oh.
Can you teleport me to the airfield? I'll just
Okay.
fly one over.
I have you now. It's quicker if I do it that way. Oh, also, Zemia, while I have you here, the earthquake shake might be caused by the daemon spawner when you put like more than one down, and it creates that like larger area effect. That, or it's just the smasher, because as soon as I used it once, someone typed in that they were having that earthquake issue, so that might be it.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
So, just for testing, but I wanted to let you know.
All right, thank you.
No problem. What'd you miss? Not much. We're wrapping this up. Evil idea.
This is Foundry. We got Woven Armory to the northwest.
We're both going 255 west.
Oh, I spawned the wrong one.
One smasher was smaller infantry.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hit it again. Guys, it's already dead. Legion. Looks like it's just fun things. Steel Legion. Falcon, it's loyalists. Uh, 50 AI left. So we've got about 20 or so on the field. You know, the intrusive thought in my head wants to do the equivalent of an officer turning his body cam off and stop streaming, and then just start spawning crazy bullshit. But we're not gonna do that.
Hello, Bastion. This is 1-1.
Not yet.
Hello, 1-1. This is Bastion. Send message.
We have our medics down here. Please come help.
On the way.
Oh, the Inquisitor just got launched. Here, Bobby, I got you.
Getting his leg splinting it.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, no, they've got an arm clear. Let's check his pulse. No heart rate on Archibald. We can't do anything with that anyways.
I say Bobby. We just need blood, but Archibald can do it.
Archibald needs blood as well.
Hammer 1-1, this is Overlord message.
CPR on both of them. Running CPR on Bobby.
Bobby has a heart rate. Bobby has a heart rate.
Oh, Bobby's fine. It will reset though.
Are they...
He does have a heart rate, yes.
No feeling it?
Yeah, 2 minutes ago.
Hello, Hammer 1-1, this is Overlord message.
18 minutes ago?
1-1.
What's your situation, over?
We have some people down.
What happened to the Ogren? Jeez.
Copy that. Can we get one of your tanks over? Sure thing.
Bro's not a Fanta fan. What a shame. Bottle of bitters. I should have just spammed with tactical bacon. Heresy. All right. Hey, Bobby. Bobby, buddy, come over here. Fanta's German. You know, better that Bobby actually doesn't follow me, because I would probably make a joke that might get me banned on Twitch, but you know, it'd be worth it. That's GG. There's just clean up stragglers at this point. But yeah, I'm happy with the results of this campaign. I'm gonna text Val, hey, the 31st are finally done with that thing we made literally last year. Here, I have a fun idea. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, and there totally won't be any. I don't think war crimes are a thing in the in this universe, but you know.
Receiving. Are you able to start moving south yet? Over.
Sorry, repeat last.
Are you able to start moving south? Over.
Yes, we are.
We'll see what happens. There's no law against cat girls. Not gonna dignify that one with a response.
Overload.
It's overload, go ahead.
Maybe you haven't received me last time, but yeah, we are ready to start when you need us.
Copy, you can start moving.
Fair enough, Roger.
Can we get a repair on the location, please?
On your destination, EA 47.
Let's delete the 40,000 cans of frickin' Fanta over there. Did you hit the ground again?
Takeover, this is Overlord message.
This is Highcom, send message.
Are there any areas of the island that still need securing, ever?
At this time, I do not believe so. If you are satisfied with your purge, you can index. Over.
Solid copy. We'll do index this area full of wyverns that we just cleared.
Excuse me.
Looks like the index marked on that south side of this base.
That's GG.
Overlord, this
Next
is
stream will be in 5.5 hours.
This is Overlord, send message.
We have 3 times captors on our location.
And either kill them on the spot or bring them for execution.
We should bring them for execution.
Up to you if you want to organise at the end and not have an aneurysm.
Oh.
Just a little trolling at the end. Just a little trolling. All right? We do a little trolling.
By the way, Take One, you lied to me. I couldn't reload it.
Yeah, you can. After you get back up.
I don't know how I couldn't then.
You're an absolute
Overlord, Sebastian, we're en route to index with executionees.
Copy that.
Okay, so my rocket
Just look as you can, please.
from the Chimeras in my inventory for no reason. Okay, cool.
Prisoners of loss.
Oh, on my record, this will be my 72nd.
I had a perfect view of the whole thing because like I was like perfectly able to watch it happen. Liru, can we get a telephone for Marius over here?
Okay.
Thank you. If I had recording software, I would 100% have done it for Ave Maria over it.
Wait. But he was already here.
I didn't think he was.
He was right behind you.
I he had been stolen.
I like how there's a random captive I took just now left in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Revy, guys, Revy here let a captive get away.
What?
Goddamn flanker.
I didn't have space, so I just left him tied up against the wall.
So you let a heretic get away, and now heresy's gonna grow again. I don't know. That sounds like something to execute on. Anyway, are we all here? Excellent. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the op. That concludes the campaign. Yeah, you blitzed it with a little bit of time to spare, and we definitely killed over 1,000. So good enough. 3 Space Marines at you, threw a bunch of other fun things at you, and yeah, you guys have mastered killing chaos. Next campaign is going to be a multi-front based off the poll data, so we're going to be doing a desert/suburban area. We are going to be fighting a mixture of Trader Guard, or not Trader Guard, a custom homebrew PDF force, with some Tau, and then maybe a few orcs as well, because you guys want multiple factions to fight. Please not Takistan. You know, just for that, we're doing Takistan. No, I'm kidding. I'll find something and show it to Revy, and maybe we can get it added to the mod set. Bobby, what the fuck is that? Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please DM me, especially with my Zeusing. And I already told Demio that maybe that earthquake shaking is a glitch out from the demon spawning command. So
Please ignore Bobby's high in Diet Coke.
that's all I got. Anything else for me?
That was good.
All right, cool. Hi.
What?
He's aiming that gun at me like I'm gonna say praise Slanesh or something. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one. 10 out of 10 would do that again.